Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here down in Florida in the Sunshine State, doing what I do for you. A little breezy out here. It's a nature thing going, so bear with me, but let's do what we do. I got you. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right Thinker's mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinkers Way of Life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and that's what I'm on, excuse me, is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? You know the deal. Let's get that together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, that you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and think and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my out, be true. Woo! We in chapter 5 in the book, again, title for y'all who want to question, I get it from Serpent Power, Moata Ashby. All right, we're in chapter 5. Cultivating, right thinkers, let's talk about the cultivation of the serpent power. I'm gonna try to teach you how to use it, how to cultivate it, how to make it work for you. And we leading up to the 7 steps of serpent power we call Kundalini Yoga or chakras. All right, the introduction. The psycho spiritual energy centers. Remember, psycho means all mental in the mind, and the process of awakening, how to awaken those centers. The process of discovering your psycho spiritual energy centers, the chakras or serpent power, and your higher level of consciousness first involves you understanding of their nature. Secondly, it will involve the sustained what daily practice of intense meditation. That's the key. Upon them, and finally, what happened? It will involve you actually experiencing your nature firsthand. You need to know God for yourself. I don't need to tell you about God. I just try how to get his attention. And once you do that, then you will know him for yourself. There's a movie called Crossroads. When you want to make a deal with the devil, you're going down the crossroads and you here come. Don't worry, you do it, he'll be there, and he'll strike a deal. You ain't got to go to the crossroads. You ain't got to strike no deals. All you got to do is start changing life, doing what's right. Practice your spiritual disciplines that I teach and give to you on a daily basis. That's how God will make his presence known to you for yourself. And guys, watch this. Therefore, the following section I'm about to go into, we got some good information coming up. It should be studied, paid attention to well. Why? Before you even begin to actually practice the daily meditations that we're instructing you on. Also, again, everything is self. You should at the same time begin to practice what? The teachings of the mythologies, okay, behind the stories of the serpent power, as well as controlling your actions, your emotions, your thoughts, and your speech. Those are all the things that you need to master. That's self mastery. When you can control what you think, when you can control what you do, you can control how you feel, you control what come out your mouth on a day-to-day basis, you become active. And as mentioned earlier, now this form of daily practice, right thing philosophy, will allow you to what actually realize that these teachings in a balanced manner and not to overload one aspect of your being with what negativity while improving in others. You work on your weakness, your character flaws that you think you need to better, not somebody else. That's constructive criticism. Everybody ain't big on being constructively criticized. So take it upon yourself and take it in your own hands, and you can make these things happen for yourself. That's how it's done. And guess what? The benefit will that you will derive if you are developing your serpent power is what? If you cannot control your emotions, won't work. Or if you are so weak will that you cannot resist temptations of the flesh, drugs, sexuality, won't work. Those kind of people won't make it as right thinkers. They won't do the things that they need to do for themselves for it to happen for them. That's like prayer. Don't go to church. Don't do nothing good. Expecting God to bless you or answer your prayer. Are you kidding me? Excuse me. It don't work that way. So I got a whole bunch of stuff here that I'm not gonna get into because I'm trying to get to the meat and potatoes. So bear with me. Where we at? 131. Okay, here we go. So remember, the energy centers are your psycho spiritual journey, and the energy centers are located where in your astral body. We showed you this before. I keep showing you this. This is the one diagram I can show it to you right here. This is the body. This is the astral, this is the casual, astral, the physical. Three cases, three bodies. But you see how they got the chakras in this one, breaking it down for you? That's what we talk about. It's internal and it's all psychological, it's all mental, mind understanding. But when you actually manifest the things that we're teaching you, it will become real. That's why the myths and stories, allegorical stories, are meant to teach you something that you can learn and act on them. And now it's called manifestation. When you are the spirit, when you put in spiritual work, okay, your energy center, I just showed you the bodies, and through they have corresponding centers or what they call glands in the physical body as well. Oh, work with the nervous system. That's another lesson. But right now, the spiritual work that is performed at the level of what they call your casual and astral body is all up here will have its effects what on the physical body as above so below, and the physical body and the waking consciousness that you're becoming to understand who you are, not just mentally or spiritually but also physically. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. A lot of us think we're human beings with spirit. That's ass backwards, ignorance. But this process of serpent power, yoga, has what the effect of allowing your consciousness to be prepared where, as it were, into your astral casual plane mind and finally transcend these and to now discover who your higher self instead of being directed what downward toward your physical self, your ego self. If it's going down, it ain't good. You see me doing this, flapping my wings. Why? The spirit is recognized by the falcon, a bird with wings. Okay, angels have wings. Why? So they can ascend. All four-legged animals are earthbound. Your ego is four-legged, is earthbound. Okay, it likes it here. It loves it here. Okay, and if it's up to him, he keep you here over and over. Why? That feeds him. He just loving it. Okay, all those spirits I hear you talking about, the entity that's sucking us dry. Yeah, I get the concept. Yeah, I'm explaining it allegorically the way you want to get it across. Get it? But understand. I got mine, you got yours. Moving on. But I understand. So my thing is if your ego want to be fed, it wants what? Just want to exist in the physical world, the mental world, the materialistic world. Why? Because it's greedy. It just wants stuff. That's the ego self. Your spiritual self want better. That's the difference. Let's go. That's why we use our serpent power to get to that level of betterment for ourselves. Watch this. Now, when you discover your higher self, instead of it being directed downward, physical, having fun and getting money, being a billionaire, running the world, that nonsense, that's ego in the physical world, the physical body. When the higher, here we go, aspects of one's own existence are discovered, meaning you are more than your damn physical body. We are spiritual. And the ignorance, there you go. This is my favorite word. Y'all got to come up out this ignorant state of mind. Ignorant state of mind as what? As to one's true identity. You don't know who you are. And you living on the ego, which is giving you what? Negativity, and it's caused how? Or how's it caused? By your own ignorance. And you exhibit anger, hatred, greed, etc. These is all man egoistic traits that if you live by them, you will be content with just what? Doing that. You don't want no better. Why? Ego edged God out. Ego had no concerns for a higher self or God. Why? Just self. It's I. The ego's I. Which are lodged where in your casual body. Why? Because it dissolved or it's cleansed, as it were. This cleaning process gives rise to what? I just gave you a lesson. Purity of heart. By living right, doing the right things, I live that. And purity of heart does what? It allows your positive qualities of your soul and your personality to emerge just as the sun emerges after what? The storm passes or the clouds go by. It's there. It's just clouded up. Your ego is the cloud in your own mind. So when that's all done out the way, the sun will shine. That's what you want. And with this new found vision, aka third eye vision, when you wake up the chakras, the sixth degree, is known, you ready? As enlightenment, resurrection, liberation, the kingdom of heaven, etc. I can go on. Why? 'Cause everybody got a name for it. The idea is to get there. You can call it whatever you want. When you have your children, it's your goal to your object to name it whatever you want. When you get whatever you're doing, you can call it whatever you want. Like my man Denzel told him in American Gangster, when you cut it, it's no longer blue magic. So you can call it dog crap, but don't call it blue magic once you tamper with it. Now, when it's good, it's pure. These are the things that you call it. Why? Because you know that. Everybody's called it a bunch of other stuff. Why? They don't know. Moving on. I'm almost getting to the good part. You rolled it. But your human body is much like what they consider an appliance set. Okay, and it what it receives its spiritual energy, that's the spirit, from your soul, there what? Through your mind, as above, so below, and it transforms it into what? Physical energy. To what? To perform physical work in the physical world, in this dimension. A body in motion will stay in motion. A body not in motion will soon stay at rest, at ease, okay? Dis-ease, and it will not function. And when you feeling the feeling of peace, contentment, harmony, equanimity, dispassion, and total understanding allows your proper flow of your spiritual energy within yourself. These are all positive concepts, mental things that you can do and make you feel good about yourself. Affirmations, all that good feeling about yourself. But you have to live it. Talking it don't mean a damn thing. My man said, say that and be about that. If you say it, you should be about it. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. Why? They lying to me and you. Simple as that. First of all, to themselves. Why? If you're saying one thing and you want me to listen to you, and I do, but then I watch and observe and you're doing something other than what you said, I cannot trust or believe nothing you say or do at that point. There's no balance. There's no, something's amiss there. It ain't my job to figure it out. I just can recognize it and I know how to deal with that. You move on. Okay? But watch this. These are the qualities that you can control. And most of us don't have a clue. Females, feelings. Men, anger. Both of y'all. When you fall in love, you what? You hate the other person. And a lot of us, this is our biggest problem. Fear. David and Goliath. Everybody was scared of Goliath. David didn't give a damn about Goliath. Why? He had confidence in himself and he knew what he was doing, so he just went about his business. And fear is what? False evidence appearing real. When everybody crashed through that mirror or that hologram of fear, they realize, oh, in dreams, they tell you, if you ever fall in your dream, you're going to die. No, you won't. Moving on. This the concept is all mental. It's all mental. And if you believe that, then when they get that point, you wake up, you get scared. Fear, again, is a control factor that they use in their whim. Trust me. And they know ignorant people have fears. They just play on it. Moving on. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. With self-knowledge, you can't be played, tricked, or enslaved. Moving on. This is why our ancestors left us all the stuff that's in Africa, all the stuff that's in Egypt means nothing because they left us the phrase that we need to understand and pay attention. Know thyself. They knew what would be taken away. They knew that our identity would be taken from us. They knew that everything would be stripped from us. That's why they led the thing, know thyself. Get the knowledge. They hid it. Now it's everywhere. So I'm getting to tell you why. I got it. So trust me. I got it when it was hidden. Now they're putting it everywhere. But what they're doing is they flooding it. So you got a whole bunch of stuff. You know what's what. Trust me on that one. I got you. But what these are all qualities. Fear is the biggest problem for a lot of us. And passionate. We like what we like. And your desire. If it's for the wrong things, it's hard not to fulfill those passions and desires, knowing that they are wrong. Side chick, male side, whatever, however you want to do it. What? To survive what? When women ask the question, what's this? If they could have a second husband, what would they use them for? Everybody says sex. Moving on. Desire, see? If you can have, yeah, everybody want to be pleasure. Moving on. But when you have passionate desires, they cause what? All these things cause blockage of your flow of your spiritual energy. Those are all hindrances. Those are all things that's causing your problem that you are doing it to yourself, aka fetters. And through the parts of what? The spirit, your mind and body. I got a lesson coming for that. Oh, I'm about to get into that one. Thereby causing what? Illness, dis-ease. When the body is out of the chakras ain't lined up, your body begin to have dis-ease in it. And it also depletes you also the depletion of your energy occurs. This is a good one too. When your energy dissipates or your flows out, meaning, you ready? The circuit is being wasted, the energy is being wasted out of the body due to mental attention on worldly objects, attachment, and physical desires. Your worries, you have passion of sexual ejaculation. When you have a sexual intercourse, your goal is to what? Ejaculate, to have that experience, that orgasm. That's all physical. And what happened? You're taking years off your life. Men, again. And all these things are what? Sinful acts and what? Death. They lead to death. These activities hasten the death of the individual because the energy is used up sooner than it should have. Why are you supposed to save it? That tree that bears fruit 12 times a year, once every month. That's male's purification for the men. Women just know their menstrual cycle, but the men don't have a clue about their semen retention and the purification for the cerebral spinal fluid. These are all things that our ancients knew about. We don't even talk about that today. How many guys? I talked to one guy. I said, "My man, what was your problem when he found out masturbation?" He said, "I was hooked. I was hooked. I was hooked." We call it chocolate chicken, all that stuff, but it's called self-pleasure. And I tell everybody, calm down, relax, get a grip. The world was created by masturbation. So don't feel bad. If you can't pleasure yourself, you sad somebody. That's to each his own. But if you desire pleasure from somebody else, that could get a little perverted. But that's the whole concept. You're taking your years of your life when you squander your semen, young man. And so therefore, one aim of concentration and meditation is to prevent, there you go, those foolish losses of energy caused by what? Your desires of the flesh and your mind that you can't control the things that you know ain't good for you, but you're going to do it anyway. We've all been there. I'm a victim of it. Again, I come from a world of doing what I want to do, ego tripping, selling drugs, running the street, all that nonsense. It got me nothing. Since I started changing my life around, I don't do those things. I got nobody to hang out with. That's why I talk to you guys every day. Why? I got nobody else to talk to. When you're doing good, a lot of people don't do that. I'm just saying. Moving on. I ain't getting involved in that. Let me wrap this up. I got some more stuff. When you're not doing the things you're supposed to do, you know what's in the cards? You ready for this? I'm taking it home with this one. Reincarnation occurs when your soul decides to what? Switch off its identification with a particular bulb, meaning your body. It ain't doing the right thing, so I'm out, I'm done. Death. Again, when you're doing all the wrong things to yourself, that's called death by installments. Suicide, slowly. And when what's this? And when death, and then to sin is light, aka life force, power to what? Another bulb, aka another body. That's what reincarnation is about. The spirit don't care. If it's not getting enlightened, I'm out. I'm done. Party's over. Well, what? No, I'm gone. You had to become conscious. Your heart and mind had to become one. That's when you know that stuff. Okay, I got one. You said one more. I got one more. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got one more. We almost there. This is the real one more. Last one. Now, I just showed you a picture far left above. It showed the flow of energy through the bodies, and it's always what outward through what your mental attention. Whatever you think, that's what you're gonna focus on, and the senses of the mental desires. Whatever you feel, that's what you're gonna do. First of all, A, your sexual ejaculation, orgasm. It's depleting of the body fluids. Some of us like ski ski. Yeah, yeah. Guess what? That thing that give life with put in the right position in the female in the age, that's the life creator. And if you don't squander it, guess what? You add life to your years of life to your body. Well, I didn't know that. Hello, I'm sure, but we get that gun is loaded. X amount of ammunition, like everything else. And when you deplete it, shooting blanks, as they tell you. So understand it as nature. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Sex ain't the end all be all why. It's a phase of life to reproduction. When you stop being reproductive, sex has no use. Oh, for your pleasure, yeah, knock yourself out. That's been around forever. That ain't nothing new. But understanding that this mode, B, this mode of energy flow, it serves what? The purpose of what? Just gratification of the physical body and the senses. And it's good to what? Procreate. If you're in prison and you ain't procreating, we call it killing babies. And we were so ignorant. It was so we didn't see it that way. But yeah, the same thing they give life, we just ain't nobody getting us. We just send it down to two, okay? But no big deal. Why? Because out of all sperms that go into the egg, no but one get it. So you ain't really making a big deal. So I'm just saying, just gotta give you some understanding. I didn't wrap this up. But what I was asking, I forgot. I left my message here. Now, within, okay, it works by creating the resistance. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, no, I'm done. Excuse me. The B level, the energy that flows, it serves the purpose of what? Gratification, the release of it, and the senses. And it's for procreation of what? Your species. Animals don't give a crap. They want it when the women get in heat. They don't go looking for Mr. Right. They don't go looking for that guy who got a good job, making no. Hey, come get this damn thing. I need so, y'all call him, but that's nature again. Let me wrap this up. And the species, procreation for sexual intercourse is for procreation of the species. And therefore, listen, this is the coup de grace right here. Does not lead to higher spiritual attainment. Ain't nothing you doing sexually, physically enhancing your spirituality. Okay, so don't use that. Well, I got to. No, no, no. That's just all pleasure. Have at it. Knock yourself out. But this where we going next. I got a nice lesson coming up for you, breaking just that down. What? Body, mind, and soul. What's in the middle? Ego. Okay, your ego form is who you identify with. I'll break that down for you coming up next. Right, thinkers, hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm having fun down here on vacation, so I'm still working, doing what I do for you. And in closing, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I know that my right thinkers we passed away. Oh, I'm having fun. Hope you are too.